Alright guys, so this is the bag I chose. This is BLACKHAWK's 3-day assault bag. It's about $100 on Amazon. It might be a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on when you got it or when you get it. Really well made. It does have hydration, does have really nice venting in the back. The shoulders are padded. You can run a hydration bladder. It does have a comfortable waist belt. It is jump capable. It actually comes with a bunch of different straps when you get the bag, so that's cool too if you need to strap something down. The specs are 20-inch long by 13 wide by 6 deep main compartment. Or it's 14 long, 12 wide, and 2 by front pocket. All right, and it's about a 2,000 cubic inch storage. Okay, made to carry a 2-liter pack, main compartment, blah blah blah. 100% nylon, made of 1,000 denier Naton nylon. Okay, mid-size. It's about a 37-liter pack. Okay, 37 liters, 200 cubic inches. All right, heavy construction. All right, so I'm just reading off. It's a frameless pack, no big deal. But they do come in 2 colors, like I said, black or tan. I like the tan. You get whatever color you like. It's kind of bomb proof. What I liked about it, it just gives me enough stuff to put, it gives me enough room to put the things that I want. Okay, like I said, I would not overpack this. This is your everyday get home bag. All right, so for this, if I have to bring in, let's say, a lunch or some extra documents or a laptop computer, I'm putting it in here, I'm sliding it in here with the extra stuff that I have in there. So you have to kind of compartmentalize the space and understand what it's for. Okay, so don't try to overpack it. It doesn't have any type of Velcro or anything like that. It just has like 3 main pockets, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. So inside here I have a little bit of PPE. I have some gloves. I have some N95 masks. I got some meds. All right, I have a fire kit. All right, very small fire kit, ferrocerium rod. I have a candle and I have a Bic lighter. Just some stuff to have if I need it. Something to write with. All right, this is my Write in the Rain notepad. It has my space pen. It also has a Sharpie, a very, very small Sharpie, and it also has a golf pencil. Okay, so 3 ways to write if I have to make notes, type out my last will and testament, whatever. Wet ones, because I never go anywhere without wet ones in case you got to go poop. All right, this is a mask or a neck gaiter, whichever one you like. Very thin, very lightweight. Okay, makes it very comfortable to wear. What else do I have in here? I have this crud cloth, get dirty. This was something that I got out of the battle box. If you pop this, what happens is this thing gets very, very wet and liquid, and it's basically a washcloth. So if you're a really dirty, filthy, kind of nasty kind of thing, and instead of just using baby wipes, you can use this, and because that is a reusable cotton towel, you can use it over and over and over again. So that's pretty cool. Crud cloth, that's the name of it. Shower in a bag. All right, I thought that was really cool, so I just threw that in there. That's it for the first pocket. Now, like I said, you're not going to see a whole bunch of camping gear or anything like that. I'm just going with the bare necessities, the basics, the things that I need to get me home, or if I get stuck somewhere, if I have to do an overnight, I could stay. Okay, so far I got some hygiene products, I got some writing products, I got my fire, which is good. I also have some meds, and I have some PPE. Okay, so far I'm doing pretty good. All right, so inside here I have a rain poncho. Also, I have cordage. So what I would use this for is obviously the rain, or if I needed to set up a quickie shelter, I now have my cordage inside the bag. This is all one piece. Works very, very well. All right, this is made by the HSGI Industries rain poncho. It's not the original poncho, it is a reproduction, but they make them really well, so I'm a big fan of that. So this is my cover if I needed to. Again, I live and work in an urban environment. I'm just going to sleep in my car if I have to. Okay. Shema. Okay, very simple. This is very lightweight. If you want to use it for signaling, you could. That's why I used it in this very light color. You could get one in orange. if you wanted to. What this is good for, right now it's very hot out, so I would use it for obvious reasons, wiping my brow, sweat, trying to get away from heat exertion or heat stroke, that kind of thing. You could wet this and put this around your neck and cool your neck off and your head off, so that's really good. You could also use it for medical reasons, all right? And if you needed to, you can use it as a pillow, okay? All right, so inside here, this is my cooking container, all in one. So I have the GSI cup, nesting cup, my titanium spork, if I need to cook or use something, and an Nalgene bottle, all right? So Nalgene bottle, it's empty. But what I like about this one is if I needed to cook with it, I could take the cap off completely. All right, so this is the square bottom version of the Nalgene bottle. And now I don't have to worry about if I needed to carry water. Obviously, I have my water bladder in there, but this gives me something that, let's say, I just wanted to take a hike with or jog with or something. If I needed to boil water, I could. If I needed something to put food in, I could. So it's not like I'm going to be on the side of the city concrete and just make a hobo stove. I mean, I could, but I'm trying to avoid that. I'm just trying to get home, and if that gives me one little thing of comfort, then I'll do that. Okay. Inside here is a trauma kit. There's nothing else in here but trauma. Okay, so I got my tourniquet, I got my shears, I got my marker to mark the patient. Inside here I got gloves, and I have my Izzy bandage, and I have quick clot as well. Okay, so this is just something that I took off of a battle belt that I wanted something that was really small, compact, and just for trauma. You could see that you can even put this on your belt. Let's say there was a situation, a civil unrest, where I needed to clip this on my belt real quick. I could, or I could clip it on the side of the pack, or I could just give this to somebody who's in really need of it. So all compact, ready to go. I think, who makes this? Oh yeah, HSG, I think that is. Oh, High Speed Gear, yeah. So High Speed Gear makes this, all right? No reason for the color, I just wanted to be able to have something that was full trauma kit, all right? Nothing else in there, that's empty, that's number 2, all right? So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. The main compartment, again, to each his own. So I always try to carry a little food with me. I just threw this in here. This is the SOS Survivor pack. It's kind of heavy and weighty. It's just a bunch of cookies. Every cookie is 410 calories. It's more than enough to get me to A to B. The problem is that it's bulky, it's heavy. There is a lot of fat in here, that's fine. Let's see if I can see dietary fiber, sugar, carbohydrates, includes a lot of sugar. So 60% of it's made out of sugar. It's a little boost, it gets you up and going, but you could throw an MRE in there, you could throw snacks. You don't need anything this heavy if you're only going to do 24 hours. But again, it's in there, and as you can see, it's a pretty heavy brick, and I think this is good till 5/26. Yeah, so 2026. So it should be good to 2026. So I got 6 years left on that brick. So I'll just leave it in there. I'll deal with the weight. All right. So as far as tools go, couple thing about tools. This is depending on where you live. Now, to me, this is a rescue axe. You guys have seen this. This is called a SPAX. What this was intended for is, I think, for air crew, and it has a couple different features that I like that are specifically designed for city environments. This is not a woods tool, although you can use it for one. It's specifically designed for certain things. So right off the bat, it's one whole piece of steel. All right, it's made by Ontario, I believe. Yep, Ontario. It does have a cutting edge. This is an axe edge. It probably would suck trying to split logs. But if you needed to get to, let's say, aluminum fuselage, you know, wooden doors, that kind of thing, it would help. That's why the spike is also on the back. The spike on the back is more of a break the cockpit window. And if you think about cities, what are they? They're wood, they're brick, they're sheetrock, things that you need to either get in of or get out of, okay? There's a reason that this has a nice curve to it, because if you needed to pry and open up, let's say, I don't know, a manhole cover or a door or something like that, you can pry in it like that. So that's really convenient. because it's all constructed of one piece of steel, makes it very strong. Also, right here, this little piece in the center is made for fire hydrants. So if I needed to get some water, I could do that just by using this one device. This little slot right here is for gas mains, so if you had to shut off a gas main, you could, or if you needed to turn one on, you could, although I don't know why I would need that. So I was trying to make a fire, and then that would make me a criminal. So it's a little bit heavy, a little bit bulky, but I like axes, not a wood axe, but like a crash axe or something like that. In a urban environment, I think it's very useful. It does come with a whole bunch of molly if I wanted to set it up, but I just throw it in the pack and forget it's there. Again, if you get stopped and someone searches your bag, you might have to explain that, so be wary of that. Okay, so inside here, this is my possibles bag, and inside here, these are just my electronics, okay? So basic electronic cables and batteries, and inside here is a solar kind of thing, so if I needed to charge, I got a headlamp in here. All right, so there's a headlamp in here if I need to see in the dark. Let's see if it works. There it is. So very, very bright. And this is my, I think they call it a flat pack SOE, has these. So what it does is it allows me to just keep all my stuff, all my electronics in one bag, and I'm done. And then this is my possibles bag, again from SOE. If you can read that right there, that's SOE. I think this is one of the gift giveaways. All right, so I have more fire and fuel in here. Okay, if I need it, it's there. If I need it, if I don't. Set of gloves. These are work gloves. These are by mechanics. Any type of, dealing with fire, let's say glass, rubble, that kind of thing. You want to protect your hands, so I have that. I have another face mask or scarf. All right, so that's cool. I have that. This is just a cleaning rag or do-rag, if you will. You can use it as a cravat because that's kind of what it is. Inside here, I have my light sticks. I have a bunch of different light sticks if my batteries run out. All right, so that's cool. Again, more fire, waterproof matches, storm kit matches in case I need it. A lot of fire stuff in there. Again, I haven't gone through it in a while. Inside here is a little bit more water redundancy, so I have my Silcock key. I also have a water filter. This is the Sawyer Mini. All right, so that helps out quite a bit. If I have my water bladder that's already attached to the pack, I could attach this, or I could drink out of it. So redundancy on that. All right, I have my multi-tool in here. All right, this happens to be the Surge. This is kind of big to have on my person. So what I did is just threw it in the pack. I really appreciate that. So I like that one, that's a good one. And believe me, this has helped out quite a bit. It's just kind of heavy and bulky, so I try not to put it around my waist. I just keep it in there. Some other things, like these are protection items. All right, so I carry a Glock 26. I have 2 spare mags, Glock 17. And if I wanted to, I could add it onto my belt. Okay, so I have that. Also, I have a set of handcuffs with handcuff key. Again, I don't try to subdue anybody, but you can also carry zip cuffs. That would be a lot more useful. Also, if you wanted to carry some type of OC spray, that would be beneficial, or bear spray. I usually carry some type of bear spray. I have some non-lethal options. Again, this is a baton, an ass baton. Again, if I wanted to, I could put this on my belt. And again, this is just extra. You don't need this. And so some other small things in here, like this is a Etsy breaching tool, which all it is a small pry bar, curl bar kind of thing. Again, you can use this, very, very light work with this. You don't necessarily need a hatchet or an axe or something like that. But again, during the riots is when I kind of made this bag. I felt that there are certain things that the police would not be able to help me out with if I needed it. So I wanted to be as prepared as possible. So again, in some, like this is an ass baton, you're gonna have to explain to a jury if you hit somebody with this, okay? Is it better than killing them? Maybe, right? So I just wanted to have some less lethal options. That's why it's in there. And again, check your own laws and make sure that you have training. Make sure you guys have training with that baton, that kind of thing. They also have rubber batons, and I think tasers, tasers and stun guns, that kind of thing, you just got to check your local laws. So let me put this all together and then we'll talk about it, finish up. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. As you can see, I try not to overpack this kit. I have to carry it. Water's going to be a big issue. I have a water bladder in there. I have some food. I have some cover. I have some emergency supplies. I don't intend to be out there more than 24 hours. Again, like I said, I live close to each his own. But I hope this helped and gave you some type of ideas. Please like, subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. Go to threeriverblades.com, become a Patreon member. And as always, guys, please stay safe. Thanks.